Okay, started the recording. I will share my screen. Okay. Okay. So last class I mean, it is all creation of the table into the Hive, unloading of the data into the Hive, and start working on that. Okay. So last class there was that COVID vaccine shield data set. I wanted to load it, right? I loaded it in locally. So for that, I will launch Hive first. Okay. From anywhere you can launch it. Font size I'll increase a little. So I will give Hive commands. So Hive prompt is available. Now I will check the database which I am currently in. Select database. This is not working. Okay, and then I will show the databases only. Show databases. We have only two database here. So we will create a database. Create a database. Database name I will give it as a new DB. Okay, we will use this new DB, and in this we will create some tables. Tables I will create it as create table vaccine table I will create. Okay, in that vaccine table we will have the fields which are present. I will show you what are the fields which are present. Fields which are present is that date, vaccine date, underscore date, state, state where the vaccine is put, that I will give it as a string. Doses, we also saw the data types of the in the other classes, so we will do as demos so that we will understand it. Doses and session as an integer, co covaxin as int, and covishield shield shield int. Row format, how my data file should be present, that I'm giving row format delimited, fields terminated by. So I give like this lines, and lines also I'm saying each line, end of line, line terminated by. Okay, uh, slash n, in quotes I have to give. Okay, this is how I'm going to create a table. In the column some error is there. Okay, vaccine data. So this is the command. Vaccine data type I not date type I've not given. Date it didn't accept that day. So this is how we created the table with create table vaccine, state is a string, and doses a session, covaxin is an integer, covishield. These two vaccine details only we will see, and room format delimited and all stuffs. I enter it again. It is saying error. I think there is error. Covishield shield enter row format delimited fields terminated by. What is the error? It is expecting there is a space in this, I'd say. Okay, this is wrong. I have given wrongly in this place. See, this should be like a wrong. Right. I have given a ulta in that. Now it is fine. Okay, semicolon. Now it is created. Now we know where it gets created, where the file gets created. Can you tell me? Whenever we create a table in Hive, where it gets created. They may ask you in the interview where it gets created. You have to tell. Amalan Prakash, Venkana Babu. You two were attending classes constantly. Tell me where it will get created. I have created a table, right? This table where it gets created. That is the question, Amalan. I have created a table vaccine. Where it gets created. Whether it gets created in Hive, I have created a table, right? Into this table only we will load our data set. So this table where it gets created, whether it created locally or whether no, not internally. It is an internal table only created, right? Internal and external table, I will tell you the definition. I'm not asking that. Where it gets created. Created means, see, we created that in HDFS user, you would have given while installation user Hive warehouse, right? It gets created in the warehouse. Don't forget it. Okay. Hadoop FS-ls, where it gets created user Hive and warehouse. It gets created here because I'm listing and seeing it. Okay, see the vaccine database, vaccine table is created. Okay, or not in this. I have a database now, right? Now inside that database, it gets created a new db.db. Inside this database, it gets created. Don't forget it, both of you, all three. Okay, all warehouse of Derby. Yes, it gets created inside this. See, vaccine got created. Okay, then once it is created, last class we saw how to load a data from local machine. Local means from the current directory. Okay, so we can also load the data from the HDFS. Okay, there is this HDFS file. In order to see the file contents of HDFS, we give Hadoop fs-ls root. Okay, root. In the root, there is one file. Where is that file? Is this that file? Okay, this file we can take COVID vaccine state-wise one dot CSV. We can also cat this file and check, or I will open this. Okay, cat this file. Cat in Hadoop in HDFS you cannot open consultancy. Cat this file. This file is this one. We can only view the file. We cannot edit the file. You can append the file, but you cannot edit the file. Okay, this is having huge information. I will just check it. I'm going to the top of it. So much are there. So what I will do is West Bengal is there till India it will be. Yeah, here it is present. Okay, these are the information it is containing. It is containing all the informations. This is the header file. Okay, updated on state, total date, doses vaccinated. What I will do is I don't want all this information. I want only part of it. Okay, I will copy that one and send it. Okay, there is already Covaxin state-wise one. I have prepared this. Prepared means I have removed the fields which are not necessary. Okay, that we will use it. Okay, we will not take complete for time being. COVID vaccine shield CSV. Okay, there is one more CSV file. This I will take it and I will put it in a HDFS. Okay, if I open this, this is also containing all. Hmm. Okay, I will remove the unnecessary things. Like we have created a table with date, state, total vaccines administered, and sessions. So I will remove this one, other columns. Okay, sites, all these things I don't need. For time being, you can have it, but you need to create a table with all the columns. No, so for time being, I am removing this. Covishield delete the other columns, delete columns. Covaxin and Covishield we will keep, other things we will remove. We don't need it now. But in real time, you will not be doing like this and all. We will load the complete data set and you will work. Okay, use text CSV. I have saved this COVID shield. This I will close it. Now I will open again and show you. This I already have this data set and all I will share. Okay. So update state, total vaccines are made. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields are there. This I will load it into my Hadoop. Okay, we will load from Hadoop only. Okay. So what I will do, I have to put that CSV state wise. It is this file. Okay. Put from home, Nilet, downloads, COVID, this file to root directory I'm putting into the HDFS I'm putting. Okay, the command is hadoop fs hyphen put COVID vaccine statewise slash. Enter this. It is copied and now we will check it whether it is having it. This is a COVID vaccine statewise.csv that it is loaded. Okay, today it is loaded line 911. This is old data. We will take this data and work on. Okay, now it is present in the HDFS. Now we have to load this content into our table. The table we have created is a vaccine. So how can we do that is this way. Okay, see, loading the content from HDFS into vaccine table. Okay, load. I will share this commands and all to you all guys. Okay, that you can use it. Here you have to give in path. If I give a local in path, it means it will load it from the local data set. Mine is not in Linux file system, it is in HDFS. Okay, so I will give in path. Then where it is present in the root directory, which we have to give it in quotes. And the file name I will copy and put. Okay, it's a big file name. Copy. It is in the root directory of HDFS. Sorry. Paste it. Okay, load data in path. Uh, Root directory of the HDFS into which table you wanted to load into table name is vaccine. Okay, it is a loader loading data to new DB is a DB name and vaccine is the table name. Okay, it is loaded. Now if you can check it, how do we check it whether it is loaded or not into a table? We use the select star command, right? Select star from vaccine table. The table name is a vaccine, then it will show what is a loaded. Okay, whichever is not loaded it is having null value, otherwise all the values inside the table are loaded. So what did we do in Hive? Hive will work on with tables. Hive will create a work very well with structured tables. Hive uses SQL queries only. Okay, in order to work with Hive, first you have to have a table. Into the table you will load your data set. Either you can load it from HDFS, okay, or you can load it from your local system itself. If you wanted to load, you have to use a load command. Okay, load data in path, this command you have to use it. Okay, and if you want to insert the values into the table, you can directly use insert into table. That is also possible, but this is manual ways. Since the data sets will be very huge, then you don't have to insert it one by one. You cannot insert it, you have to load only. Okay, so is this a fine? Is it understandable? You should not forget it. Okay, later on in pig it works it differently. In pig we will load the data into relations, and in hive you will load the data into table. Hive is not a database only contains rows and columns, right? Tables it contains, but hive is a execution engine. Don't forget this. Fine. Okay, then I have loaded it. I have seen using the select star from the table name as a vaccine. The data is loaded. That I have checked. Now I wanted to check the other one, like describe the table. Okay, I have given the definition, right? Describe only we use it in MySQL also. Describe table name is vaccine. Okay, Then it will give what is the schema for the table, what type it is, all those stuffs. Okay, then other things I will check it. What else I have to tell? Okay. Okay, say for example, now you have got a set of a data set, okay, for the COVID vaccine state wise. Say later on you get additional data for this same data sets. Then if you wanted to override the existing table, existing Hive table, the table which is created in user Hive warehouse in the HDFS, then how do we do that? Okay, for that what you have to do, load the data set. Same data set I'm going to load because it is for practice purpose one. No, so it's okay, but how to override is there is a override keyword that you have to use it. Okay, I will take the data set from the mm, COVID vaccine. Okay, here this I will not do. Load data in path I'm giving. I'm not giving local. Okay, in path, and this COVID vaccine date wise only. If I wanted to override it, override into the table dot v, it is in the root directory. So slash COVID vaccine statewise dot csv. Then we will use this statement like override. Otherwise, it will not allow you to load it. It will say it is already existing. I will tell you into table. Our existing table name is vaccine. Okay. Enter this. It is saying error for me. Override. Just a moment. It is throwing some error. Load local override into table. This one. It is not override. I think it is overwrite. This is also and no files matching the localhost COVID vaccine.csv. HDFS localhost, it is there. Okay, if I try to take it from the local directory, say I take it from CD, okay, then it will work, I think. Here, if I give local, okay, local means you have to take it from your machine, home, Nilet, where I will take it from the local cd dot from the downloads directory. So this one, vaccine, this one I will take pwd home Nilet slash. Okay, overwrite into table. Yeah, it is not taking from the HDFS and rewriting it, but it is taking from the local path that is home Nilate downloads. It is a successful. Okay. Okay. Other file it is taking. It will also work. Okay. Actually, there is a no change in the file. COVID vaccine. What I am doing is both are working. Okay. Override we have to use, not override. Okay. If you wanted to override the existing table, then you can do it from your HDFS also. That time you will not give local here. That the same files if you are going to overwrite it, then it will not overwrite. Okay, the file name should be different, then it will overwrite. Otherwise you can overwrite from your local path also. Okay, local path it will not give any error because it will not check it, but in HDFS it is checking it. Is it clear what I am trying to do? Overwriting the existing table with a new data set. Okay, that is also possible. And what else command? Okay, altering commands we will check. Is this clear? Tell me. Amalan, Prakash, and Prakash is there. Venkanaba. Sure, clear, right? Okay. Then altering the table, say I have a vaccine table. So if I wanted to change the name of the tables, then we can give alter table and the vaccine table name is vaccine. This table name I wanted to rename to. Okay. Rename to like a state vaccine, something like state vaccine, semicolon it will expect. Okay, that it is renamed. If I select before it was the table was with the name vaccine, so it is saying table not found, right? If I select a star from new name state underscore vaccine, then it will give the name, give the, because it is renamed now. Okay, likewise you can add the column also. Okay, since we have renamed it, we will check it in how it is present in our warehouse. Okay, so in HDFS you have to see Hadoop fs-ls slash user slash hive in that warehouse. warehouse, and in which DB we are using new DB. I remember it, so I'm just typing all the things. Otherwise, you can go one by one. New DB say the vaccine table is now changed to state vaccine. Okay, this is how it works. Then, if you wanted to add columns, alter in using alter command, you can add columns, right? Alter and the table name. Now it is changed to state vaccine, right? State vaccine. Add columns. COLULUMN. Add columns. Say I wanted to add a column status. Okay, that I can give, and which type you have to mention it. Status string. This is how you can add a columns. Add alter table name. Add columns. This one column I am adding it here. Okay, enter this. It is okay. Now if you see, select a star from vaccine table. Sorry, not vaccine. Vaccine is not present, right? State vaccine. It will have it. What I will do is we will create a small table, okay, because this is huge. Whether columns are added or not we cannot see. Maybe we can describe and see. DESC itself will do, and the table name is state underscore vaccine. Here in a new column will be added. This is wrong. Wait. Describe the table, news column is added. Okay, this is how you can do it. Add columns can add multiple you can add multiple columns into it. So like this, comma, like remarks if you wanted to give, or anything to the column, or you wanted to see the mail count. Okay, number of males got vaccinated, or the females who got vaccinated. Int. Okay, that also you can do. Any number of columns you can add. It's saying status is duplicated. I have already see here it is saying duplicate column status. I've already added status, no, so it is saying it is duplicated. This I will remove. We'll add a new columns only. Okay, new two columns are added. So DAC, the state vaccine name, if you see, new columns will be added. Later on you can insert the values also. You can write scripts to insert values, or you can overwrite the existing table with all these columns. That's what I'm told. Like if the table is manipulated, or if the table is containing more than, you say for example initially it is containing 1000 records, later on somebody else are giving 10,000 records. If you wanted to load that 10,000 records into a vaccine table itself, then you can use the overwrite keyword. Okay, overwrite, it is not override, it is overwrite. Okay, all these things are done. Then what else in this? Okay, we have seen the description of the table. We can also see the description of your database. My database is new DB, right? So, table not found, it is saying. Describe database semantic. It is thinking that as a table. Extended new DB. Okay, it is all thinking that as table. Okay, table definitions only it will give. So there is something like a table properties and commands which you can set it to your Hive. Table properties and commands means mm, like describe it. It is not okay. I think I've given it wrong. Describe database new DB. Right. Then also it is saying describer I have put. Describe database and new DB semicolon. Yeah, this I have to give. See, wrongly I have given. In order to check the description of the database, then you have to give database and database name. Before what I have given for finding the description of a table, describe a vaccine I have given, right? Likewise, table not found, it is saying why it is not found. Okay, state vaccine it is. I changed the name. State vaccine, that description it gave. In order to see the database description, then you have to give describe. Describe also you can write, or DAC you can write. Database, new database name you have to give. Okay, then it gives the information about the database, where it is created, okay, who is the user of that database. So this properties you can set it using something like tbl underscore table properties. Okay, properties, this I will set it and show you. Okay, table properties you can set. You can also give commands to the table. Okay, so what I will do, if I give one more thing like describe database and extended database name, then it gives more information about the database. For a database, there is no much information. So if I give the table name for this, not a database but a table name, DESC extended, my table name is state vaccine, then it gives more information about the table. Initially, we only saw the schema. See here, it is giving detailed table information where it contains the table names, the DB names, owner, create time, last access time, field schemas. Okay, each schema's information it is giving. Okay, and it is also having the location, input format type. This you remember, right? It is a text input format. Okay, and the output format after the execution selection of this, that is when the map reduce job is running, the output format type, output how it gives. Okay, it is also having the last modify time, some parameters, and some partition keys that I will tell you. Total size of this data set of this table. Okay, and some comments on all you can give. Last modified by which user, some bucketing versions and all, it has information. So like this is the table properties, right? We can also set the table give some table properties, like while creation of the table, say I create a table. Okay, create table, table name is temp. I'm doing for table. Okay, table name is a temp, and say and the table it is having ID. Okay, one field ID, and I'm going to set the table properties for that. Okay, so how do we write? TBL properties. So in the table properties, I'm going to give a creator. Okay, creator for the table, that you have to put it in quotes, and equal to say my name I will give. I'm the creator of this table, and in what date I have created. Okay, date I can give it as this also should be in quotes. Say 2022 1109. On this date I have created. It is all strings, so we have to give it in quotes. Close this. So what I'm doing, create a table temp ID. Okay, this is the table name and it is going to have a field ID field only, and I'm going to set the table properties. Okay, table properties creator JR and date as 2022. The detailed table properties we saw, no, here I'm going to set the creator name and the date also. Okay, I enter it. Table properties in here, there is an error. All the time error is coming. Okay, you don't have to have an ID also. Say I give directly temp table properties. TBL properties. Spelling is right, no? Okay, I got the error. The error is underscore I should not give directly. So the table temp is created with some field one, okay, and the table properties is without hyphen. Then created of the table, I'm giving it as a my name and the date is this. I can also give some comments to this table like comments saying this is the temporary table, something like that. I am giving the comment for myself. Okay. Because I am the creator of the table for that reason. Okay. Is this a line okay? Create a table and I'm giving the setting the table properties. Now it is created. You can describe this table and see describe temp. Okay, see it is having with the normal describe, it was only going to give you the schema. Okay, if you wanted to see the complete table details, then you have to give extended. Don't forget it, extended information. Then it gives complete detailed table information. In this, you can see the comments created. I created no the parameters inside the parameters. It has a date I have given. Creator is my name and the comments whichever I have given. Okay, it is also possible. See, many people, why you need all this, you can ask me. Many people will create a table, okay, then they will start working on that. It is possible that they will create their own versions of the table and they can work. In that cases, they can set the table properties likewise anything, or the access time they can change it, or about the sizes or all, it will take automatically. Other information they can change it, or the location of hdfs also they want to change it. Then they can give comments on all to their created tables. Okay, this is setting the properties of a table. Sometimes they will ask you how do you set if table properties in an interview. We can also set, we created a database, right? How did we create a database? Create database names like a sample I give database a name. While creating the database itself, you can also set the properties for the database. That is how you have to do, create database name with db properties. Okay, with the db properties, in that creator, say I creator, I give my name and comments as sample db. Okay, equal to I'll give everything, you should be in single quotes. Okay, so I'm while creating a database, I'm setting db properties. Enter it. Then you do desc database sample. Describe the database as sample. It is not giving any information, it's saying it's a sample and it is present in warehouse and the user. If I wanted to see the extended information, then I give extended. Okay, sample. Then it gives who is the creator and the sample db. Okay, is this fine? Both of you. What I'm trying to set is, ma'am, zoom it out. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Two things I have done here. One is I'm trying to set the table properties, and another one is I am trying to set the database properties. If you wanted to set the table properties, then you will use the table tbl properties command. Okay, you can also set the database properties. It means you will tell some commands or whatever you wanted to give it to a table and the database, that you can do it. Okay, okay, is this fine? Okay, this I am creating it every time new. Say for example, I have already created a table, but I wanted to set it. Okay, I set the table properties for the already created table. Show tables. For this database, there are two tables created: state vaccine and temp. Okay, say for example, if I see the DSC extended table name, that is a state vaccine, it doesn't have any properties set. It will have all the default properties, right? All this default, I will not set the comments or anything, any parameters I have not set it. Okay, so what I will do, I will set for the state vaccine which is already created, alter, using alter command you can do alter table state vaccine table, table name is state vaccine. Okay, set the table properties, tbl properties. Okay, as something else, say creator name. Okay, you want to give a creator name, as my name I will give. Okay, that's all. This is one you wanted to give, but it is throwing error. What is the error? It should not be curly braces, it should be circular brackets. Okay, creator, now it has taken it. If you describe that state vaccine in an extended mode, then you can see the some parameters added for the creator as jcode. Okay, likewise you can set it for the db properties also, you can set it. While you are setting the db properties, you will put alter table. It alter table, it will not come, right? It is not changing the table properties, database properties we are changing it. Okay, 1 minute, I'll check. This also same thing only you can give. Alter database name you have to give. We will not give table. Okay, we will give. Okay, I'll write it down. Control L, alter database name is data database. Okay, alter table will not give database. Database name is say new DB is the database. For that, I'm going to set some properties. Set DB properties. I will share all these comments. Okay, then the property name we can give either quotes or double quotes. In that I will give say date as today's date 2022 equal to you have to give. Okay, this is the property and this is the name. Sorry, property name this one, and this is the property value. Okay, 2022 only I give. What happened? Alter database, new database, and set db properties. In that I will give date equal to any property value name you can give, and the value you have to give it here. Value as um, today's maybe year only I give. Okay, close that. It is done. Then you can describe the database and see describe database and extended mode, extended new DB database name you have to give. Okay, now the date is set for the new DB database as 2022. Okay, I'll increase some more size. Now it is changed. So likewise, you can set the table properties. This they may ask also. Okay, just a moment. Okay, this is done. Now, say if I wanted to change the column names and all, that time also you can use alter table column names of a table. Say state vaccine. Okay, change the column name. We had a state some date. No, describe. I'll describe and check the table. Describe state vaccine state underscore vaccine table. Okay, in this say if I wanted to change the vaccine date to dates like that, then alter name of the column. If you're changing, alter table name is state vaccine, change vaccine underscore date, this date to will say like dates. I'm changing it to dates. Once you change it, you have to also give the type of which type you're going to change. Okay, so this is changed. Now if you describe and see it is giving the vaccine date is changed to dates. Okay, so there is something like a skip header line dot count one. What that property will do is that in the table properties you can set up something like skip skip dot header dot line dot count. Okay, if you set this one, then it will remove the first line, which is normally in our CSV file, the first line is an header file, right? It is containing the type of the what is that column names, so that it will skip it. Okay, for processing, if you wanted to skip it, so what how we have to do that is say I create a table. There is a one table that I will do it. I think we have that table, that Netflix movie table only. In Hadoop, I have loaded it, I think. Hadoop ls hyphen ls slash. There's nothing like Netflix data, right? Vaccine data only is there. Okay, I'll take that. It is not there. Maybe in pick scripts. It is not here also. Okay, I'll take that quickly. Okay, it is not here. Somewhere it is missing. Okay, then that I will show it tomorrow. I wanted that file to be present. It is not here anywhere. Or we can download it from Kaggle. Okay, same thing, Kaggle. Here we will download some data set. Okay, I'm trying to download a data set from the Kaggle. This is not a data set at all. Netflix data set. Netflix titles. It's top 10 TV shows. Okay, this will try. Okay, this is a data set. It is containing some information about countries and all. We'll download it. I think it will ask me to register. Okay, okay, archive it is. It is there as an archive. Okay, so that one we will use it. Okay, it is there in my downloads. Some archive is there. Already archive is there. I will extract here. Okay, archive has come. So here it is having this one. Some attrition rate. Okay, not this one. Archive one. Okay, all weeks country information, most popular CSV files. All these things are here. So we can use this data set to load and work on this. Season type and the country, AR, movie type, okay, category, all these things. So it is a quite a huge data set and it is having some 10, 11,000 records. Okay, we take this data set and we will work on. Okay, uh, archive one, the name is. Rename it to Netflix. Okay, so what I will do, I will load this data set. I will set to the some table properties and then we will use that. Before that, I've wanted to load that data set into Hadoop. Okay, Hadoop, fs hyphen l hyphen put. What is the data set name? Archive underscore Netflix it is. That I wanted to put it in root directory. Did it go well? Okay, this is in the root directory. I will check it also. Hadoop fs hyphen ls in the root directory. I think in the whole folder it copied. I don't want whole folder. I want only the first one. All weeks country like that. All weeks countries. This one only I will copy it. Okay, that is copied. In if you can see FSLS, it is there. All weeks country. This CSV file only we will use it. What we will do is we will. I think it has many fields. Mm, so many fields are there in that. One, two, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Cumulative rating. Okay, seven fields are there, so we can put it. No problem. We can create a table to load this Netflix data set into our Hive. Okay, create table name. So what I will give, create a table, and the table name I will give like nf log. Okay. In that, what are the fields it is having? That name we will give, like a country name, country ISO, and all are this one week. Okay, country name, country name I will give like this, string ISO string, and date it has dates. Dates not a week, it is showing week as string. Okay. Then category weekly rank, show title, category as a string, rank as a string, because these are all in strings only. Okay, rank numerical integer we can give, show titles, season title, and what else is there? Show title, season title, and cumulative week 10. Okay, rank we can give it as integer, show title, and as a string, and another title is there. I'll give it as title as a string, and cumulative I'll give as a string only. Okay, so I've created the table. We can also set the table properties for this row format delimited, fields terminated by, you can we can give that terminated by semicolon. Okay, and I will also set the table properties to skip the header line. Okay, table properties in quotes skip dot header dot line dot count. Which header line, how many header lines we are going to skip, that I'm going to give. That is going to be only one line. Okay, that is all. So I have created a table nf log for the table, for the CSV file all weeks country. Okay, which is in hdfs. This table is containing these many fields: country, ISO, week, category, rank, show title, and title, and cumulative of 10 rank something. Okay, all these properties I have set it, and also set the table properties saying it to skip the first line. Okay, first one line, but it is throwing error, row format delimited, fields terminate. Any wrong in this you can see? Anything wrong? Fields terminated by, yes, right. Row format delimited, fields terminated by table properties. Okay, line E I have to give. Okay, enter it. Then also it is throwing error. Should I not give space here? Cannot recognize input near a row format. Column cumulative space I have to give here, I think. Yes, actually, I mean it is in two lines, no, so I could not see it. If you can see it, this I have not given space between the cum and the string. That's why it didn't create it. So the table is created nf log. If you check the table, select star from nf log, it is not going to have any content. Okay, it is just saying okay. Now we need to populate from the hdfs into this table. So what we will do, load local path, and where that file is present in hdfs, that I will copy it. Okay, copy this insert, shift insert, and into table name. Table name is nf log. Okay. Load a local not load data in path. Just remember it because it will confuse sometimes. Load data in path, and what is the file name from the hdfs into the file into the table nf log. Okay, it is done. Now we'll select start from nf log. Okay, it is all loaded properly. But my idea is to show the skip counter. I think I have to go scroll up and show. It is having 11,000 records, right? So it is all fine. I don't know whether we can go like that. Mm, it's so much there. Now we are in Greece. We have to go further. France, that line will not be there, guys. That's what I wanted to show. D, it is not showing here because it is huge data. Okay, it is got closed also. Okay, is this clear? That line, what you can do is you can take a small data set and check it. Okay, same thing. I can check it in other data sets also, like a COVID vaccine, or if it is a small data set, you can check in that. Tomorrow we will see about the internal external table and how do we load other data sets. Okay, is this clear today? We're written now to load the data set and all things. Okay, so the Hive is mainly like loading your data and retrieving it. Once you load it into the table, then you can start writing your queries. So queries are like joins and other stuffs also you can write it. Okay, you can load it in different formats also. Partition the data and load it. Okay, this is all about a Hive. Fine, I will stop it here. Then we will continue tomorrow. Any doubts you can ask me.
Ma'am, hi.
Ah, yes.
Ma'am, I want to tell